Hello everyone. I, Rasika Shahne, working as Assistant Professor at AI SSMS CHM CETI, welcome you back for the second session of Safety and Security Principles. Students who have not attended the previous session are requested to go through once for the better understanding of this session. In previous Let us understand what we learned in the previous session. We've gone through the term safety and security. We've also gone through the importance of work environment safety and job safety analysis. And we've also listed potential hazards in the housekeeping department. In this session, we will be identifying potential hazards in the hotel. We'll also understand the preventive measures of hazardous situation, classification of fire, the types of fire extinguishers, and also fire prevention activities. And we'll also go through the term first aid. Emergencies. The nature of all emergencies is the same. They are uncontrollable and unforeseen. Thus, all properties must be prepared for handling them and they should have a written emergency plan in place. Emergencies may come in different forms such as earthquakes, floods, tsunamis, bomb threat, fire, theft, and so on. Therefore, emergency plans must be a part of standard operating procedures. What are the potential hazards in the hotel? An accident, fire, or even theft. The reasons for accident in the hotel could be human factor or personnel error, wherein we are referring to an inefficiency in the operation. For example, if the attendant is expected to clean the floor, while cleaning the floor, he is also expected to put the cleaning in progress sign for making sure that all the people around that particular area are aware about the cleaning. If he fails to do that, then it might result into an accident. Malfunctioning or failure of equipments. Deficient maintenance and storage of equipments. Hazardous environment involving strong chemicals, pesticides, etc. Or it could be any combination of all the above reasons. Let's have a look at it. Prevention of accidents can be done by following instructions while using any cleaning equipment. You should always label cleaning agent containers clearly to avoid mixing of chemicals. Always keep floors clean and dry. In case a cleaning is in progress, then place safety signs near the area so that guests are aware about what is happening. Mark faulty equipments as out of order. Always dry hands before touching plugs, sockets, and electrical fittings to avoid shock. Dispose garbage carefully, and one should also segregate the garbage before disposing it off. Never place cigarette butts or sharp objects in the trash bag without checking. Open and shut door carefully to avoid any kind of a physical injury. Clean away broken glasses. Handle cleaning agents and equipments very carefully and follow all the safety instructions to avoid any sort of accident while working in the hotel. The way we have understood the reasons for accident, there are some unsafe practices that may lead to fire in the hotel. Fires may be prevented if hazards are identified and eliminated. Some unsafe practices that may lead to fire are as follows. The hotel not providing sand urns or sufficient and appropriate ashtrays in rooms as well as in public areas. Using high wattage light bulbs in the lamps. Leaving linen shoe doors open. Storing rags and cloths with residue of cleaning polish still on them. It could be also not unplugging electrical equipments or sockets. Using faulty electrical appliances when not in use. Also, it could be leaving magnifying glasses where the sun can catch them. Using furnishing materials that are easily combustible. That is why there is a need for establishments to conduct fire drills on periodic basis and making it mandatory for all the staff members to attend it so that they are aware about what needs to be done during such fire emergency. Let us have a look at firefighting. It is an important aspect regarding the safety of the hotel, staff, guest and guest property. Staff should be trained in operating firefighting equipments. Firefighting equipment may vary from simple ones such as bucket of sand and water, fire blankets, hose reels to the most complex ones that are fire extinguishers. Bucket of water should be constantly checked for its water level. There should be always adequate quantity available. And also bucket of sand should always be kept dry. Bucket of water should not be used in case of any fire that involves electricity. To understand fire prevention and firefighting, one must know the classification of fire. The types of fire involve 6 types. Class A fire involves solid materials such as wood, paper or textile. Class B fire involves flammable liquids such as petrol, diesel or oil. Class C fire involves gases. Class D fire involves metals. Class E fire, though such class does not really exist, but for the better convenience, this class has been identified as Class E, involves live electrical apparatus as reason for fire. Class F, fire involving cooking oil such as deep fat fryer. Depending upon these classes, one must understand or identify a right fire extinguisher that can be used to control the type of fire. The commonly used fire extinguisher types are as follows. There are 5 types of fire extinguishers that are water, foam spray, AVC powder, carbon dioxide and wet chemicals. For Class A fire, except carbon dioxide, all the 4 extinguishers can be used. For Class B fire, foam spray and ABC powder along with carbon dioxide are the suitable fire extinguishers. Class C fire, only ABC powder is the suitable extinguisher, wherein for Class D and E fire, we can use ABC powder and carbon dioxide. For Class F, only wet chemical is the right type of fire extinguisher. The way one has understood the different types of fire extinguishers that can be used to control fire, we should also understand the firefighting systems that are installed in the hotel for identification of fire. They could be electrically powered, manually operated, or it could be combination of both in the hotel. The first one being fire alarm. These can be set off by smoke detectors, heat detectors, sprinkler systems, or pull stations. The most common types of fire alarms are the ones operated by pull stations located in corridor, lobby, and near elevators. The pull alarms themselves are red in color with a glass panel that needs to be broken to set off the alarm. The next one is water sprinkler. These are found in most hotel establishments, especially in the corridor and rooms. They are situated on the ceiling and automatically spray water when the temperature rises above a certain level. The third one is smoke detector. These are set off by smoke. These two types of smoke detectors that are available in the hotel are photoelectric detectors and ionization detectors. Photoelectric detectors are alarms triggered off when smoke blocks the beam of light emanating from the detector. In the ionization type of smoke detectors, the alarm sounds when the detector senses a shift in electrical conductivity between two plates. After understanding the two potential hazards in the hotel, let us understand the third one, that is theft. Theft is possibly done by the employees who have access to the guest room, especially those who meet the guest or who, in pursuit of their duties, can enter a guest room. Hence, the hotel need to be extremely careful while employing them in the hotel by checking work, business, and personal references for safety. Hotels should also keep the detailed record of all the employees who enter the guest room, such as chambermaid, that means the guest room attendant, bellboy, room boys, maintenance and engineering department, etc. Make a policy of the hotel that no employee will ever keep the key with them. They must return it to the front office immediately once the use is done. In case of departments who have their own keys with them, such as housekeeping or in-room dining, they also should return those keys to the respective department heads while leaving from their shift. All the room keys must be kept under strict control, particularly when it is in use, and should be issued to those staff members who are on duty, and a separate record needs to be maintained for issuing and receiving of these keys. Magnetic key cards should be used. Once the emergency situation occurs in the organization, what needs to be done? The first that comes in our mind is the medical help. The medical help that's given in the hotel is called as first aid. Let us understand what is the first aid exactly. The first aid is the first and immediate assistance given to any person suffering from either a minor or serious illness or injury, with care provided to preserve life, prevent the condition from worsening, or to promote recovery. There are five main motives of having first aid. The first one is preserving a life. Second one, preventing the escalation of illness or injury. Promoting recovery. Giving pain relief. And protect the unconscious person. There are also 8 golden rules of first aid that need to be followed while treating the injured person. Always stay calm. Check whether your surrounding is safe. Don't push yourself or the injured person at risk. Decide if you or the injured person needs medical aid. Ask for advice if you're not sure. Reassure the injured person that if they are severely injured and under shock, keep them warm. Stay with the injured person, do not leave them alone. Keep them comfortable and don't move them if you suspect any injury to the back or neck. Call for medical help in that case. Tell the medical expert as much information about the accident and symptoms as you can. Also, if you know about allergies or a blood group or vaccinations or any kind of medical condition of the person, that can be informed to the medical expert so that they can decide their line of treatment. Wash your hands before you apply first aid. Wear disposable gloves to protect yourself and to prevent infection. Clean the wounds carefully, wiping away any dirt and grit. Use a clean cotton cloth with the disinfectant or rinse with cold water. Then pat the area dry before applying a clean dressing. Do not remove embedded objects. Leave that to the medical staff because it needs a certain technique. Keep your first aid supplies up to date. Do not forget to replace any items that you use from the first aid kit and check the expiry dates regularly. Here we come to an end of the session 2. We have learned in this session the reasons for emergency situation accidents, prevention of accidents, classification of fire, fire extinguishers, fire detectors, handling theft, the first aid, and 8 golden rules of first aid. Students of AI SSMS College of Hotel Management and Catering Technology are requested to attempt the quiz on this particular session, for which the link is featuring in the description. Thank you so much for attending session 2 of Safety and Security Principles. I one more time request students to also go through the session 1 for the better and complete understanding of safety and security principles that are used in the hotels. In case of any questions, feel free to write me at shahnerasika26@gmail.com. Thank you once again. Take care. Be safe.